kind of an eerie view. The north split, empty, void of any cars, trucks, and semis.
It's so quiet out there. Now construction crews are beginning the work and ramping up on an 18-month project aiming to improve traffic flow and safety along the north split. So where is all of that north split traffic now going, and what are the easiest ways to get from point A to point B? We have team coverage tonight finding the answers to those questions. We begin with Stephanie Wade, who shows us how the shift off of the north split is now impacting city streets and where a lot of that traffic is ending up. Stephanie.
Mark and Amanda, good evening. Well, a noticeable amount of change in the traffic we're seeing here along East Street downtown. I'm going to step aside here and just show you the amount of cars and semi-trucks that we are seeing exit the interstate onto Ohio Street. We're seeing several semis get off the interstate here on Ohio, take East Street just a few blocks down to Washington, and getting back onto the interstate. It's a concern for many in the area.
And it's very hard for semi to turn on the 2-lane, 3-lane, So, yeah, it is a big impact on the traffic-wise.
The area of Ohio and East Street downtown is seeing some more congestion than normal. Already Monday morning, a crash at the intersection. We watched as semi after semi exited the interstate off Ohio and drove down east to get back onto Washington Street. A busy intersection already, the manager of this gas station tells me.
It has changed big time, and a lot of noise, of course, and a couple accidents already going to happen. So, yeah, it's quite a bit of traffic come down. It's already there, so hopefully, I hope they fix the problem.
The Indiana Department of Transportation says this shouldn't be a problem. A spokesperson tells me semi-trucks should not be exiting onto city streets unless they're making local deliveries. There's an official detour which routes through traffic to I-465. INDOT says they will continue to reach out to trucking operators to make sure their drivers are aware of the closure and detour, and will work with law enforcement to make sure trucks stay on the interstates. Hopefully, INDOT says once truck drivers become more familiar with the closure, it will no longer be an issue.
To have this job in this area of the connection for the Midwest and the highway has just been a blessing.
Something exciting for you.
Yeah, right, definitely.
Charles Johnson works for a construction company contracted to work on the project. He understands the vision, he says, and is excited for the outcome, despite the increased traffic.
A lot of getting used to. I think people will have to route and use some app on their phone to be able to figure out what's the best route for them, and getting used to that. A lot of people have been in habit to do things, and with the closure, they're going to have to prepare just a little bit better.
And that is the name of the game, preparing for possible traffic like this. Now, some people have also raised concerns over semi-trucks' impact on the condition of local city streets. INDOT tells me they funded more than $4 million in improvements to local Indianapolis roads, and they plan on continuing to work with the Department of Public Works to monitor the condition of these city streets. Reporting live tonight, I'm Stephanie Wade. Back to you.
Stephanie, thank you. Continuing our team coverage now with WRTV's Cameron Ridle, who is live at Delaware and Washington in downtown Indianapolis. And Cameron, just tell us what you've noticed tonight and what some of the biggest challenges that drivers have told you they're facing.
Hey, Mark, good evening. So one of the things that we are noticing is what Stephanie reported in her story is absolutely true, just as TV would happen to have it. There was a line of trucks here just a moment ago, and they have all now gotten through the green light. But what we're noticing is as drivers take the city streets, they're trying to get around that construction there on I-65 and I-70, but then they bump into the Indiana State Flower once again. It's those orange cones that are here in the middle of the street. This would normally be a great way to get from I-70 and 65, which is just straight down there across Washington Street. And this would be a great detour to take Delaware Street back up to the interstate. But wouldn't you know it? Construction on the street adds a little razzle-dazzle, if you will, for your commute home. This is Delaware Street, and you can see the capacity right now is a bit slow. Rush hour is starting to slow down, but this street is normally 4 or 5 lanes in one direction, but today, as you can see, it's only 2 lanes, and you've got to weave up and down, left and right, all the way up this street, and that's what we're seeing for cars, for buses, for school buses, and those semi-trucks. Now, NDOT has worked with DPW to control some of these lights and so that there was a good flow of traffic going up the city streets, but it doesn't really matter which way you go. If you happen to come downtown, you will bump into some sort of construction. Again, it's the same stuff that they're running from, that they're bumping into again here on the street. But overall, so far, on day one of the North Split closure, people are doing a pretty good job of navigating themselves around the construction, only to run into more construction on the street. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Cameron Ridle, WRTV.
It does seem like it can lead to some big headaches there, Cameron. Thank you. Let's take you out now on our live drive vehicle right now. This is on I-70 heading east toward 465. And perhaps something you'll notice is that traffic seems lighter on the interstates now that people are avoiding that North Split interchange there. Looks like traffic is moving at speed there again. You will see plenty of orange barrels the closer you move into downtown near the North Split. If you haven't already, you should find your own detour route to get around the North Split closure. Working for you, here are a few of the big detours that you may find helpful. INDOT says I-465 will be the main detour. Our live drive vehicle was heading that direction. You can get to just about any part of Indianapolis by using I-465. If you're looking to head northeast to Fishers or Castleton, you can take Fall Creek Parkway, which will eventually turn into Interstate 69. If you're heading toward Indianapolis International Airport, you can take I-465 or city streets until you get to Interstate 70 westbound. If you're going south toward Greenwood, you can use I-465 or city streets to get to US 31. And right now at the top of the WRTV.com page, we have the whole story dedicated to showing you the detour routes that may work best for your commute. Again, you can find that at WRTV.com.